Welcome back to Science of Mind, your guide to unlocking your full potential. Today we're exploring a powerful pathway to inner peace. Finding inner peace through forgiveness, letting go to move forward. Remember to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more insights on personal growth. Holding on to resentment, anger, and bitterness is like carrying a heavy weight on your shoulders. It consumes your energy, clouds your judgment, and prevents you from experiencing true happiness and freedom. Forgiveness, on the other hand, is about releasing that weight, letting go of the past, and creating space for healing and growth. Forgiveness is often misunderstood. It's not about condoning harmful behavior, minimizing the impact of wrongdoing, or forgetting what happened. It's not about saying what the other person did was okay. Instead, forgiveness is a personal process of releasing yourself from the grip of anger, resentment, and the desire for revenge. It's about choosing to move forward even when it's difficult. Forgiveness is primarily for you. It's about reclaiming your power, freeing yourself from the emotional chains that bind you to the past, and creating space for a more peaceful and fulfilling future. It doesn't necessarily mean reconciliation with the person who hurt you, although that may be possible in some cases. So how can we find inner peace through forgiveness and let go to move forward? It's a journey that requires courage, compassion, and a willingness to embrace vulnerability. Let's explore some practical steps and strategies. Step 1. Acknowledging the hurt. Recognizing the impact of the offense. The first step in the forgiveness process is to acknowledge the hurt that you've experienced. This involves recognizing the impact of the offense on your thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. Practical tips. Allow yourself to feel. Don't suppress or deny your emotions. Allow yourself to feel the pain, anger, sadness, or any other emotions that arise. Write about your experience. Write about what happened, how it made you feel, and how it has affected your life. Talk to a trusted friend or therapist. Share your experience with someone who can provide support and understanding. Exercise the emotional processing journal. For 1 week, dedicate time each day to write about the offense and its impact on your life. Explore your thoughts, feelings, and physical sensations related to the experience. Be honest with yourself and allow yourself to feel the full range of emotions. Step 2. Understanding the other person. Seeking perspective and compassion. While it's important to acknowledge your own hurt, it's also helpful to try to understand the other person's perspective. This doesn't mean excusing their behavior, but it can help you to develop compassion and empathy. Practical tips. Consider their background. What experiences or circumstances might have influenced their behavior? Recognize their humanity. Acknowledge that everyone makes mistakes, and that people are often doing the best they can, given their circumstances. Avoid justifying their behavior. Don't try to excuse or minimize the harm they caused. Exercise. The empty chair exercise. Imagine the person who hurt you sitting in an empty chair. Speak to the chair as if the person were actually there. Express your feelings, ask questions, and try to understand their perspective. Then switch roles and sit in the empty chair. Respond as if you were the other person. What would they say? How would they explain their actions? Step 3. Choosing forgiveness, making a conscious decision. Forgiveness is a choice. It's a conscious decision to release yourself from the grip of anger, resentment, and the desire for revenge. Practical tips. Recognize the benefits of forgiveness. Remind yourself of the benefits of forgiveness, such as increased peace of mind, improved relationships, and better physical and mental health. Focus on your own healing. Recognize that forgiveness is primarily about your own healing and well-being. Accept that forgiveness is a process. Forgiveness is not a one-time event, but a process that takes time and effort. Write a letter of forgiveness, optional. Writing a letter of forgiveness to the person who hurt you can be a powerful way to release your anger and resentment. You don't have to send the letter, but the act of writing it can be therapeutic. Step 4. Releasing resentment. Letting go of the past. Holding on to resentment is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. It only harms you. Releasing resentment involves letting go of the past and choosing to focus on the present and future. Practical tips. Practice mindfulness. Focus on the present moment and let go of thoughts about the past. Use affirmations. Use affirmations to reinforce your decision to forgive and move forward. Engage in self-care. Take care of your physical and emotional needs. Create a new narrative. Reframe your experience in a way that empowers you and allows you to move forward. Step 5. Setting boundaries. Protecting yourself from future harm. While forgiveness is about letting go of the past, it's also important to set boundaries to protect yourself from future harm. Practical tips. Identify your boundaries. What are your limits? What are you willing to accept and what are you not willing to accept? Communicate your boundaries clearly. Let others know what your boundaries are. Enforce your boundaries consistently. Be consistent in enforcing your boundaries. Be prepared to walk away. If someone is unwilling to respect your boundaries, be prepared to walk away from the relationship. Step 6. Finding meaning, transforming suffering into growth. Finding meaning in your suffering can help you to heal and grow from the experience. Look for lessons learned. What did you learn from the experience? How has it made you stronger or wiser? Use your experience to help others. Share your story with others who are struggling. Focus on the positive. Focus on the positive aspects of your life and the things you're grateful for. Step 7. Practicing self-forgiveness. Extending compassion to yourself. Just as it's important to forgive others, it's also important to forgive yourself. We all make mistakes, and it's essential to treat ourselves with compassion and understanding. Practical tips. Acknowledge your mistakes. Take responsibility for your actions. Learn from your mistakes. What did you learn from the experience? Forgive yourself. Let go of the guilt and shame. Treat yourself with kindness. Be kind and compassionate to yourself. Focus on the future. Focus on what you can do to improve in the future. Now let's address some common misconceptions about forgiveness. Misconception. Forgiveness means forgetting what happened. Reality, forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting, but it means choosing to release yourself from the grip of anger and resentment. Misconception. Forgiveness means condoning harmful behavior. Reality, forgiveness doesn't mean condoning harmful behavior, but it means choosing to let go of the desire for revenge. Misconception, forgiveness is easy. Reality, forgiveness can be a challenging process that takes time and effort. Forgiveness is a powerful pathway to inner peace and healing. By acknowledging the hurt, understanding the other person, choosing forgiveness, releasing resentment, setting boundaries, finding meaning, and practicing self-forgiveness, we can let go of the past and move forward with greater freedom and joy. So, start today. Choose 1 or 2 steps from this video and commit to practicing them in your life. The journey to forgiveness may be challenging, but the rewards are well worth the effort. That's it for today's episode of Science of Mind. We hope you found this helpful. What are your thoughts on forgiveness? Share your insights in the comments below. And as always, remember to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more tips and strategies on personal growth. Keep believing in yourself, keep practicing forgiveness, and we'll see you in the next video.